I don't know how to start this video because it's super awkward. Hey you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be getting into a pretty weird video and I'm nervous to talk about it, but before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share this video for awareness. Let me know what you would have done in this situation because I know I was pretty dumb. I know, okay. Maybe don't tell me because I already know I was dumb. I also want to start this video off by saying I am not making this video for clout. I am speaking what is my own personal story of what happened. I have no idea what this person was trying to gain from this. I don't know if they actually were trying to create a web series and then it fell off. However, this person has decided to stop talking to me and stop messaging me. So I would encourage you guys to not try to find this person. I don't know if they are somebody who is unsafe. Unfortunately, they are protected by the casting website and I am no longer on that casting website because of this situation. So just make sure that when you are signing up for stuff like that, that you make sure you are protected. Bring somebody with you to a shoot, carry pepper spray, and make sure you are safe. It's not worth your safety to go to a shoot if you think that you are gonna be the next big YouTube sensation. I thought I was gonna go into this situation and get some exposure and be able to funnel that to my own YouTube channel. However, that is obviously not the case, and here we are. And it definitely has rattled me up for future shoots because I don't know if it's legit. And unfortunately, I don't have an agent. I'm not represented by someone. So it's just a very scary thing. I'm not gonna be going back to this casting website. I don't want to say what it is just because I don't want to be defaming anybody. I am not trying to make anybody go after anybody. I'm not saying any names. This is for all this person knows, you know, they probably won't even see this. It started off with me submitting for a casting job, and then after you submit for it, you don't hear anything unless they want to have you come in for an audition or have you submit something else or whatever. So it's pretty normal to not hear anything from the person that you submitted for about a week, sometimes longer, it just depends on the project. So I submitted to a casting call for a production and it said on there it was a YouTube web series and that it would be very heavily based on improv and it would be for a YouTuber. I make videos on YouTube. I don't consider myself a YouTuber because I don't have a following, and I thought that this would be really cool to do. I was excited, I submitted for it, but then I actually thought that this would be too good for me. I thought that it would kind of be a little bit more professional than what I'm used to, and I wasn't expecting to get a call back. So imagine my surprise when I get an email from this person saying, "Hello, I am the producer director. I would like to have you do a Skype audition for me and we can see if you're fit for this role." I said that this would be awesome and I asked if I needed to prepare anything. They said, "Don't prepare anything. I just want to talk to you. I just want to see if you're great for this role." So I just want to read you the character synopsis for this film. It's for a reoccurring role in a web series. She's confident, young, and ambitious worker. She's just starting out in her career and she's the only girl in this office. I'm not going to say what type of office it is, but she's the only female working in a male environment. She starts the series as a romantic interest to the lead character, and this lead character would be the person that the film or web series follows most closely, and she would eventually break up with the lead character but still remain in the background, not a main character. She deals with sexism, and she's an attractive young girl in an industry filled with middle-aged men. So again, she is the only girl. I thought this was really cool. When I had the Skype meeting with the person, it started off, you know, pretty normal. They called me at the time we had scheduled and they kind of went through some of my previous acting, and this is why this person acted like they were making a film. They acted like they were really trying to do this. And since they had this YouTube channel, which they told me the name of, I looked it up and they were legit. It was that person's face on their channel, and they had a large audience engaged in comments and polls and on their community page. This person carried out being professional the whole entire engagement. So I started to ask this person what the film was about or the web series was about, and they said, okay, it's gonna be about 10 to 15 little 5-minute episodes, and it's gonna be filmed in various locations, mostly in a film studio. I was okay, you know, with the nature of what the script said, it made sense that it would be put in an office. However, when he said it would be filmed in a studio, I was kind of like, that's weird. We'll get into that later. This person is telling me about the film, and then they tell me that they actually would be my romantic interest. I immediately got some red flags because I thought that was a little weird, especially since I was auditioning with the producer, is what I thought, who is now going to be my cohort. I didn't think it was a huge thing because I have friends who cast their own short films, and sometimes you have to kiss, and that is okay. I don't, if you discuss that in the audition process like they did, that's okay, because obviously the actor's okay with that. I just thought it was a little weird because this person kept telling me they have never done something like this. They have never done a small web series. They've never done anything besides their normal YouTube videos that they usually do. I thought it was a little strange, but I let it go. He told me that there would be nothing that I wasn't comfortable with, and it was just going to end at that. After this scene, there was no other kissing because they break up. That's fine. I don't like, I find myself to be a professional. I try to carry myself on set as such. As he's telling me about the scene, he's saying this is gonna be after their first date. It didn't go as well as my character thought it would, and they kind of have like banter back and forth to where like, oh, like nerdy stuff that's a part of the office stuff. I got more weirded out when this person said that it would be filmed inside their vehicle. And at this time, I was already trying to make up explanations. I was already trying to make up explanations to why I could not do the film, and I was already deciding I'm not gonna be doing this. I don't feel comfortable doing this. And then it's so weird because I went back and forth for a while. Anyway, this person told me that they would be able to film wherever because it's in a car, it's not tied to location, so he could come to Sacramento, where he was located in San Francisco. This was a red flag, and I kept telling him, it's okay, I'm used to driving to the Bay for stuff in film. He told me, like, that's okay, yeah, like, let me pick a location, which ended up not being in San Francisco. It was outside of San Francisco. So after the Skype interview, he sent me the email with the script saying, hey, take a look over it. Let me know if this is something you'd like to do. And it was great talking to you. I said, thank you. I looked it over, and there was a lot more kissing than I thought there would be. So after I read the script, I waited a couple days. I asked some of my friends who are in the industry as well, or they do stuff like this. They go to casting calls, and all of my friends said that it sounded fine. They looked over the script and they were like, hey, it seems legit. It's formatted in an okay way. It just looks like a short film person who's trying to branch out on their YouTube channel. You're gonna have, you know, this super awesome opportunity to be put on this huge YouTube channel, which I guess is not that huge, but they do have like 300,000 subscribers. Compared to my 100 subscribers, that's a lot of people that are watching their channel. After that, and after talking to my husband, I did it. I messaged him back and I said, yeah, let's go ahead and shoot. What dates would work. We set it up. So the night before, I was feeling really weird about it, and I asked my husband if he could please come with me. And at first he was saying, I don't really want to. It's gonna be my night off. I want to be at home. I have a lot of work to do here. I finally convinced him to take me, and I texted the guy that day saying, hey, just so you know, my husband's gonna be coming to He's gonna be in the car behind us or, you know, in front of us, and he won't be in the way. He can even help if we needed help, like holding the camera or something. I hope that it's not too unprofessional for me to bring him. And he said, yeah, of course, absolutely, it's fine. That's totally fine, and I'll see you when you get here. So I got to the location, which turned out to be on the side of a street, and I saw his car. Me and my husband pulled up. I had him get out of the car with me, and we shook hands with this person who looked 10 years older than he did on Skype. Like, you need to put your safety first, because I got so scared when I shook hands with this 40-year-old man. Okay, maybe I'm being too ageist or whatever. Maybe he was late 30s, but he looked a lot older than he did on Skype. This is when I was like, okay, this is really weird. He looks older than what he should be, especially if he is already gonna be dating somebody on this show thing that is younger than him. And he kind of made it into the script to where they were like playing off of the awkwardness that a girl my age would be dating somebody like him. I looked at my husband and he seemed fine. It was okay. This person didn't have a fancy camera like I thought they would have, especially with the large amount of people watching their videos. They kind of pulled out a camcorder and they started filming. It was on the dash thing. It took 2.5 hours, I think, and that was it. So they paid me in cash, and they said, okay, I'll email you when things are gonna be gearing up for the next shoot, and that shoot will be in the studio. Remember the studio I told you about earlier? He decided to tell me right then and there was connected to someone's house. I didn't know that. I didn't know, okay. He didn't tell me it was his house. He said it was connected to a house and that it would be filming the breakup scene, and that would be kind of the entrance into the rest of the web series that I would be in, and that he would let me know when filming would come up again. I was not gonna go to this person's house. No, You also have to think studios, like professional studios, which he said this was. He said it was a professional studio. It's just on the same lot and it's kind of connected to someone's house. Studios have to be blacked out. There's usually no windows and there's a bunch of, you know, black walls. Soundproof. The doors are soundproof. It's a big space that you can put sets on. I was not gonna be going to a studio connected to someone's house. So I said, yeah, okay, no problem. Just let me know, email me. I was trying to be as polite as I possibly could. And like, this is when it started getting to the point where I was like, I should not have done this. I should not have done this. You know, I put myself in this situation where I could have gotten hurt. I don't know if me bringing my husband changed this person's mind. I don't know if he thought that my husband was gonna be in the car behind us the whole entire time. I don't know, but I pray that he has not done this to another girl and it has gone differently. I also want to say that while we were shooting, there was a couple times where he would take the camcorder down and check to see how it looked, and you know, he had to adjust it a couple times, and this was just a camcorder on his dashboard. And then he also had like a GoPro as well in case the camcorder didn't work, but it was the GoPro that didn't have sound. It was like one of those older models. The kissing scenes were very awkward. It was supposed to be awkward because they were two nerdy people. It was no open mouth. It was literally just like pecs. So I went ahead, I left, I emailed him a couple days later because I didn't hear anything back. I said, hey, it was nice meeting you and nice shooting with you. Let me know when you're available. These are some of the dates I am. He emailed me back and said, yes, we are going to continue. I enjoyed meeting with you. You're very professional and you have such great talent. You know, just buttering me up a little bit more. Shoot you some dates when the studio's free and we'll start filming again. So I waited another couple weeks to email him again because he told me in the next couple weeks you'll be getting an email from me. I didn't. I emailed him again saying, hey, just let me know, I'm really flexible. So after I emailed him, he sent me back that reply. I went ahead and forgot about it. I didn't, think anything of it. I thought, short films are hard, web series are probably harder, and it's probably just a lot of work. He's got a full-time job somewhere else. He's working on YouTube as well as his full-time job, and then he also told me he was a parent. So I didn't really think anything of it, and I went on with my life. About a month later, I started talking to one of my friends who's also an actress, and I let her know the situation, and she asked me what his name was. I told her what his name was. I showed her the email, and she immediately told me she has been in contact with this person for a similar web series that was heavily based on improv with comedy, and that the girl would be involved in a romantic love interest with someone else. I felt sick to my stomach. I really didn't think that somebody would actually do that type of thing. I know, naive of me. Now I've learned, and it was really weird because this person had the same name, spelt differently, and they were using different production names as well. But it was the same email address that had emailed her a year ago. She did the Skype call and she thought it was really, really weird that this person was auditioning girls to be their romantic love interest. She got off the Skype call and decided to not do it. She wanted to just leave it alone and thought that he would not contact her anymore. She eventually emailed him back and said, I'm sorry, I can't do this. She decided to look up his name and his production and the name of the production company that he said it was. So she looked it up, and there was another casting call, the same exact casting call she had just auditioned for in Utah. That is not normal. This same person under the same alias and the same production company with the same project decided to go onto a casting website in Utah and post it there and say that they were still looking for someone. I was feeling disgusted. I decided to email this person back and say, hey, I'm just wondering, I totally forgot if I've asked you, have you ever done something like this? Have you ever, besides YouTube, have you ever done a film project like this? And this person emailed back. This was the last time they emailed back because I think they noticed that I was catching on. They said, no, I've never done a similar project. This is my very first time ever doing anything different than YouTube. I don't know if he lied because he was embarrassed, maybe the other one fell through, or if it was for something a little bit more sinister. However, it was very, confirming, okay, this is not where I want to be. So I'm really sorry for the long video. It's a little bit longer than what my recent videos have been. So this is not okay. This is something that I could have gotten really hurt at. So I absolutely am gonna put it out there and say, don't be creepy like this. And also to you, young actor, don't be gullible. Don't go to stuff like this. I learned from my mistakes. This was something really dumb that I did, and I really regret doing it. It really made me feel super ashamed, and I don't know if that's what this person's goal was to make me feel so ashamed that I thought I was going to be put on YouTube and gain all these subscribers, and that I would be so ashamed I wouldn't tell anybody. But I'm telling people, I don't care. I look stupid, so you don't have to look stupid, so you don't have to get hurt. Some casting sites do not require background checks on potential creators. I'm really sorry that I got a little emotional. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Don't be stupid like me. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment down below. I love you guys so much. I just want you to be safe, and I am not trying to get any clout from this video. I doubt anybody will watch it. Just be careful out there, guys. Okay, I love you. Bye.